The attempt to preserve the past. A feeling of deficiency in relation to our difficulty in adapting to changes. If we pay attention, we will see that indeed, at times we cope with an objective difficulty, such as a lack of money or a lack of attention from a close person. But not all of our difficulties actually stem from the existing reality. A large part of our suffering stems from the fact that we are not at peace with the change that led to this reality, and we make efforts to preserve what was and is no more. We hold on forcefully to achievements that we have already attained, fear losing them, and try to preserve them by force, without noticing that at times this works to our detriment, since the effort to preserve what was exhausts, increases the feeling of deficiency, and suppresses within us the ability to cope with the deficiency in a creative way. I met Shimon, 45 years old, acting director of a large Talmud Torah in the South, when he was stuck in the feeling that he no longer had the strength to continue and work in the place where he had worked and succeeded during the last 25 years. He told me, "Everything was wonderful when we opened the Talmud Torah years ago. The relationships were different from what they are today. In the end, there were 6 employees, and there were 22 students only. I remember the team meetings we held until the middle of the night. All of us were friends. But from the moment there was, at the beginning, pressure from the head of the team to turn the Talmud Torah into a Torah institution with many students, there was no time even to speak with me. He took for himself a new deputy who was essentially managing me. I no longer have the strength to work anymore. It disgusts me." This is a beautiful example of fatigue and pain stemming from an effort to preserve a past that has passed and will not return ever again. In a similar manner, many of us cling with special effort to the relationship patterns that we had with a spouse, with children, and with friends. The great effort to preserve what was and will not return from a psychological or social family point of view exhausts to preserve and harms each one of us. We are not able to stop time. Time is a river in which we float and flow toward a completely inactive future that we do not know. We are not in control of what comes before us, and we are unable to preserve what was and is no more. The way to cope is apparently to connect to the present, and from there to create the time, and from it receive the correct inspiration.